Everyone, it's Emily. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I wanted to do an overview of 2017, kind of the good, the bad, and just talk about the direction I want my channel to go for in 2018. There's going to be some pretty big changes. It's still going to be a beauty channel, like nothing like that is changing. It's obviously going to be mostly about makeup, although I do want to include a bit more fashion in there and a bit more lifestyle and just a lot more me. There's an expression from where I'm from, which is avoir une petite crotte sur le cœur, which basically translates to having a little poo on your heart, which makes absolutely no sense in English. Damn you French, why are you so weird? But basically it's like se vider le cœur, just let it all out and just start with a clean slate, because there's been a few things that have been annoying me. It's mostly my own fault, and I just wanted to, you know, make things a little bit more clear and just, like I said, talking about what my channel is going to be a little bit more like, hopefully. I feel like I haven't been able to be fully myself on this channel, which, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm playing a role or anything, but there's so much pressure that I put sometimes on myself, and I just wanted to discuss it and just talk about it more. I feel like recently, my most recent videos, I was definitely more myself. I felt more myself, and I definitely have been receiving comments about my book channel. If you don't know, I have a book channel, Books with Emily Fox. There's like a billion books right there. A lot of people were telling me that they love that channel because I'm more me. And I've realized that I can be like fully myself because I have a lot less subscribers. I have like 40,000 subscribers, which is still crazy. But I mean, I just felt a lot less pressure into being that, like, you know, cookie cutter type of personality, to not make any wave and any drama. And there's multiple reasons for that, and I just wanted to discuss it. I'm going to be addressing a lot of my health issues in a upcoming video. That's definitely been a factor in me just not wanting to add more drama to my own life by, you know, being too intense in my videos. But at the end of the day, people are gonna hate you no matter what, so I might as well have more fun. And I know, again, I've been receiving comments letting me know that sometimes I look a little tired and everything, and keep in mind, I work and then I have this channel and I have the book channel, and I've been pushing myself a little too much with my health issues, and honestly just juggling everything at the same time has been too much, and I do have to make some changes in my own life to try and reduce my own stress. And just, you know, I get comments letting me know, oh, like, when I grow up, I want to be like you because, like, you do so many things at the same time and you seem to have it all together. And they ask me how I do it, and it's, girl, if you knew. I have like little breakdowns all the time. The amount of problems that you have with YouTube that, like, you don't have, like, you can't talk about it. Actually, you know what? Section of the video all about things people don't tell you when you start a beauty channel, or channel in general on YouTube, because people will do videos like, oh, you know, tips and tricks to start channels and, like, you know, how it is and everything, but there's so much shit that people don't tell you that, oh, you can't really complain about it. That's definitely a thing. Like, complaining on YouTube is definitely not seen as a positive thing. Even this video, like, if you do it once in a while, people are like, yeah, I'm supporting you, we love you, which is fantastic, by the way. I'm like not complaining about that part. But at the same time, people will support you for that one video, and after that it's like, shut up, Emily, stop complaining. Just, you know, you have a perfect life, enjoy it. And yeah, but no. I mean, free makeup is great, but free makeup don't pay my rent. Free makeup doesn't bring happiness. I mean, can you imagine if lipsticks were the way to happiness? I would be the happiest person ever. Actually, let me shut up for a second and just talk about the positive first, because once I start complaining, I feel like I'm gonna go on a lot of tangents and just rant a lot, because that's definitely the goal of this video. But let's start with a positive. 2017, there were some great things that happened to me in my personal life, which will be again discussed in an upcoming video. But there's a few things that I've had to adjust. It's been really nice to have this channel, even though I haven't been able to post as much and the quality of the videos that I would have liked. I was able to we just hit 375,000 subscribers, which never thought my channel would get there, like, ever. I also was able to collab. I did some amazing collaboration with brands that I love, met some amazing people. I had my face on a freaking Maybelline makeup stand. Like, how mind-blowing is this? It was crazy. I was even able to meet my own big face, which, again, crazy. I had a few meetups. I was able to meet some of you, which, you're all so freaking lovely. Honestly, like, I just have no word. I was like way more shy than you. Which, by the way, whenever I meet people at the store, especially Sephora all the time, please come and say hi. I want a hug. You're all amazing. And that's just, like, honestly, the positive thing about YouTube, the biggest thing is you. Like, you're all amazing. And I'm really glad I started my channel just for that. It's kind of crazy that people, like, kind of know you, but even if they don't fully know you, they love you to that extent. And I understand that, like, at the same time, I'm a positive thing in people's life. That's why I watch other people. It's just like you start relating to them and you love them, and knowing that some people feel the same way about me is just, I just feel truly special. So thank you so much. Honestly, like, big hug, and I hope that I meet all of you. With that said, let's go to the section that I think people are mostly interested in, me complaining. Because I've been asked if I ever thought about stopping YouTube, and I feel like whenever you ask that to people, everyone is always going to tell you, of course not, I would never do that, it's the best thing ever. And I mean, it's probably the case for them. I'm not saying that they're lying, but honestly, of course I've thought about stopping for like multiple reasons. And it kind of relates to that part where I wanted to do all the things people don't tell you about YouTube. And I'm not planning on stopping. Definitely making that clear right now, because the positive totally, like 100% outweigh the negative. And I feel like people will warn you, oh, you know, hate comments, they're horrible. And honestly, when I first started, yeah, I was definitely shocked, because people will tell you, like, will talk to you in a way that they would never dare talk to you in person. Like, no one has ever been this rude to me in person, like, ever. And obviously when you start, it will affect you. Like, I think 99.9% of the people on YouTube will be affected by the mean comments. With that said, I got very little. I still get very little. And I generally think they are funny nowadays, because pure hate is just so, like, intense that you're like, you cannot hate me this much. Like, I never did anything to you. You can't hate me this much. And if you take time to think about it, someone that's genuinely happy will never spend time hating on people. Like, they're too busy enjoying their own lives. One of the things that I keep telling myself is that if you check any puppy video, there's so many dislikes on them. And if the puppies get disliked, Emily stand no chance. Like, you just don't. Like, I'm not a puppy. So when you keep that in mind, it definitely doesn't affect you. And I think a lot of people will agree. If you have a YouTube channel, I think most people would think the same, is that it's mostly the comments that are nitpicking and twisting your words. Oh my god, people twisting your words, which is kind of one of the reasons that I wasn't fully myself on this channel, and kind of the things that I've been noticing on my book channel, people twisting everything. Although even here, whenever I do like disappointing products video, people are always so intense in those videos, like, oh my god, how dare you hate that product, like, you deserve to die. I'm unsubscribing right freaking now, how dare you? And it's like, I mean, I didn't spend 40 bucks on that highlighter hoping I'm gonna hate it, like, girl. So it's mostly the comments that are like, I like you, but, or in my case, it's definitely comments about my accent. It's like, I just roll my eyes constantly. Basically, people talking down to you and being condescending, that's definitely what pisses me off, because the amount of time that we'll get comment letting me know that I don't know how to apply mascara, lipstick, anything. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm definitely not here pretending that I am. I do think there's probably some of you that are way better at makeup. But this channel is more of a, like, if I can do it, so can you. That should be, like, the slogan of this channel. But it's like, I'm just, you know, your girlfriend. I'm just, like, having fun, testing products. And if I like them, I'm letting you know. And I'm like, I like to give you a bunch of info, which, by the way, so freaking hard to just show personality whenever you're just describing a product, especially if you want to be detailed, because that's one of the things why I started my channel, was just that I was tired of seeing people being like, oh, it's a great lipstick, I like it, and that's the only thing they would tell me. And if it looked pretty on her, I would just go and buy it, and then I would end up hating it because I didn't like the scent, didn't like the formula, didn't think it was lasting, the color was like too cool tone or warm tone for my skin tone compared to her skin tone. So those are things that I like to share to make sure that, like, if I recommend a product, it's always to, like, try and help you. Obviously, if it's a favorites video, it's gonna be products that I love. But then I always try to mention, like, if you have a different skin tone or undertone. Anyway, tangent. And also being basically told that you're dumb as hell because you don't know how to use XYZ product. Or if you're not liking it, it's clearly because you don't know how to use it, which actually I think I'm gonna do a video about that. Like, you're just not using it right. Because at the end of the day, let's be real, how hard is it to apply a primer? So yeah, those are the comments that will get to you, and you're like, am I, like, in a parallel universe? Like, I understand. And, like, people will tell you, oh, you know, you don't pronounce that word properly, or you repeat that word a lot, and you're like, I understand, trust me. Like, I know myself constantly. When you're editing yourself, which is another thing that people don't tell you, you will get so annoyed with your own self by editing yourself. The way you speak, the way you look, the way you sound, the whole thing is just so annoying. So you definitely start, like, nitpicking yourself. And sometimes I won't post a video because I sound tired, I look tired, or my makeup didn't look right, or whatever. And I know that most people would probably just don't give a shit, but you start overanalyzing everything. People never tell you how many issues you're gonna have with technology. Again, I'm a normal person. I have no background in like photography or lighting or editing. Like, I have background in like science and like law school, and I suck at technology. And like technology, I'm pretty sure that it hates me, like genuinely hates me. So the amount of problem you're gonna have, the amount of time that your files are gonna be corrupted, or you didn't upload them properly on your laptop and they got erased and you lost all your footage, or you forgot to start recording, or because obviously when I'm looking there, it's always to look if the little red dot is there, because the amount of time. That happened to me recently. I forgot to turn my freaking microphone on. And then at a time it was on the wrong setting, so you couldn't freaking hear me. So considering that this isn't my full-time job, I have like 1 or 2 days where I'm filming a bunch of videos. If all those videos didn't work out, I have no videos for you, like none. At one point, my memory card literally broke. Like, I pulled it out and it just broke. Like, what are the chances? If you have a channel, you're definitely gonna cry when that happens. Like, I don't even cry that easily, but I think it's just the frustration. People don't tell you about this, or, I mean, we talk about it together. It's not something you're really allowed to complain too much about because it's like, oh, your life is so hard, but I mean, it's really frustrating. But talking about like, you know, quality of the videos and lighting and everything, the sound, people constantly compare you. I get comments constantly like, oh, you should edit your videos like this girl, or you should use like her camera or like her lighting, which first off, I have no freaking clue how she does that. There's a chance she doesn't even do it herself. So many people like film in studios and everything, which again, I'm a random person. Yeah, I look at their videos and it's like amazing quality, and I wish I was able to do that, and I do try to like improve and everything, but like at the same time, shit is expensive. That camera is probably the same camera as the girl. Who knows? But I just suck at like those settings and everything. But I do have a microphone, and unfortunately sometimes it just catches up, like the window's not closed properly, or there's a little bit of an echo, or the lighting isn't perfect because it's freaking winter. There's no sun when I come home. There's no sun when I wake up. So sometimes the lighting isn't perfect, and I do try to fix it, but there's only so much you can do. Can you tell I'm really annoyed with this? But yeah, being compared constantly, and it's not fair to compare someone that has been doing YouTube for like 8 years and they have like 1 million subscribers, so they definitely have the money to invest into like someone filming for them, or someone editing their videos for them, or just having a studio basically. And you can't compare that to someone that is just starting out, or someone that, you know, it's not their full-time job. You just can't. And it's unfortunate that people don't necessarily always realize that. Obviously some of you definitely do, but like there's only so much a random person can do. Considering I couldn't edit a video to begin with, I couldn't even freaking speak English to begin with. So there's definitely been an improvement, but it's never gonna be perfect. So yeah, so some days those things will just not affect you whatsoever, but some days it's just honestly kind of hard. And people, I think that's the thing, I mentioned that in a past video that I had done complaining. That people tend to forget that YouTubers are actually people. Like, I'm human, I exist, I'm not like living this like crazy lifestyle. I wake up, take the bus, go to work, come back home. I'm a normal person, I have feelings. And people forget that. I don't even know like it's at what level, like when people like hit 10,000 subscribers or like 50,000, 500,000, but like you stop being a person and people think that they just can say whatever the hell they want to you and it just doesn't matter. The amount of time that I will reply to like a rude comment kind of, you know, politely, and people are like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And it's like, and by the way, shout out to people that call out people in the comment section in a polite manner. I love you guys, because I personally delete hate comments or something that is just not necessary, simply because I feel like when you leave them there, people start attacking each other, or like they start ganging up on you, or like saying she reads her comments, and it's just like not necessary. And I hate going on someone else's channel and like watching their videos, and obviously you go check the comment section, and when I see hate and like horrible comments, it affects me. Like, I feel bad, I feel stupid reading this shit, and I just feel like this girl doesn't deserve it, and I wish she would just delete it, because then you see it and it affects you too. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to everyone that calls people out in a polite manner, because I read those comments and I'm like, I like you. So yeah, this year I had to accept a lot of things about my health, which again, I'll discuss this in a upcoming video, but I had to accept that some of the pressure is something that I put on myself. There's obviously a shit ton of pressure that is put from the internet in general. Even if people don't actually tell you these things, you feel it. Like, you just do, because you see the people posting crazy intense, you know, thumbnails and like titles, and that's what gets the views, and you start feeling that maybe that's what I should be doing. And people will tell you, oh, I hate first impression. But then at the same time, if you're not the first person to post this video, first impression on the product, the day comes out, then your video doesn't get the views. And I understand it's like, oh, you know, you don't need to make like more money and get more views and like get more subs, but it's kind of how it works at the same time. Like, obviously if I post a video and I work hard on it, I want it to be shared. I want people to see it. And I'm not gonna like sit here and lie about it. Like, I get frustrated when I hear people be like, oh no, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, but it does at the same time. Like, obviously I wouldn't be doing this if my goal was to be like multimillionaire. This channel would be completely different, let's be real. But I would also be lying if I was like, oh no, it doesn't matter whatsoever. So there's always that pressure to be the first person to always have these things, and people get those products like 3 months before they're out, and you're like, how the hell do you manage this? And people will tell you, oh, we hate clickbait. And I do think that there's a difference between clickbait and then like making it attractive to click. Like, for example, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but like, I'm sure some people would consider it clickbait, and there's a few upcoming videos, there's like story time kind of discussion, and some of them might be clickbait-ish, but at the same time, as long as it's actually what the content is about, I don't consider it clickbait, you know? There's also the pressure that like everything that is like considered in changes constantly, and I mean like constantly. Like, I was mentioning a product that come out and 2 weeks later it's too late to review it, nobody cares anymore, and that's kind of crazy. And it's like so insane to try and like keep up what's new and like trying to get it, because obviously it's not always available everywhere, and like it's so stressful that I kind of stopped in 2017 trying to keep up because it was just too much for me. I definitely want to get back to it, and I am excited to try the new product as much as you are, so I definitely want to get them, review them, and let you know if in my opinion they're worth the money or not. But at the same time, whoa, like it's getting so insane, and I feel like a lot of people will agree that like limited edition products at this point, I didn't want to keep up anymore, because it's constantly, some brand it's always too, but like there's always new products, and I'm like, dude, I have a normal person budget. Like, I can't buy all this crap and just review it constantly. So you have to pick and choose, but even then, when you receive it, it's too late. And I know I'm saying that and people will be like, oh, you don't have to keep up, but you do. Like, I'm sorry, you do. By the way, I don't mean this in a like passive aggressive way. Like, I understand that people are like generally trying to just calm me down and be like, that's okay, Emily, we watched you for you. And I really appreciate it. But at the same time, I just wanted to like, you know, let's keep it real. It matters. These things matter, and we can pretend all we want, but it does. And the more drama you have, the more views you get, the more subs you get. Like, lately, I'm pretty sure people can relate. There's been some horrible content being put up, and these people get like thousands of subscribers because they're horrible people and they're getting the views, and the drama is just what's helping. Like, damn, I should start having drama with people, you know? I feel like another thing that is a little hush-hush is people think that YouTubers or Instagram or whatever, people in social media have like incredible lives, and don't get me wrong, some of them definitely do. I watch them too, and I'm like, damn. When you actually end up going to said events, you realize that a lot of it is kind of a show being put on for you. And I actually brought at one point someone that doesn't know anything about this, has nothing to do like with Instagram and Facebook and everything, and we were just kind of laughing a little bit, and that person was very shocked that people would be like turning on their Snapchat and people were like, oh yeah, we're having so much fun dancing and everything, and then as soon as it's done they go back on their phone, and it's just like kind of a big like, don't feel bad whenever you see people having so much fun, because yeah, they probably do, but at the same time it's not as exciting as it looks. And I haven't been to that many events and everything, but like that's kind of how it is, and people definitely care too much about how many subscribers you have to those events. People will not talk to you until they realize, oh, actually you have a decent amount of subs, let me talk to you, you know? And that is kind of sad, but it's just how it is. It's just, people don't really tell you about this, but when you meet some of the people that you actually enjoy watching, some of them are so nice, and some of them you're like, okay. I kind of mentioned it, but like, you have to basically pretend that money is not a factor ever. And I'm sorry, but like, saying that, unless you're one of the like, you know, like 3 beauty YouTubers that never accepts any sponsorship type of thing, it is a factor. Is it the main reason I'm doing YouTube, for example, because I can only talk about myself there? No. Is it the main factor for some people? Sure. Is it just the main factor for everyone? I swear, I'm gonna just start saying words in French when I can't say them in English. So, it's just so hypocrite to just like stand there and be like, yeah, I don't care about money. I'm sorry, like I said, I have rent to pay, like I have bills to pay, I have student loans to pay. So yeah, I would be lying if I were saying that money was non-factor. Like, do you realize how expensive that camera was, or like that freaking ring light, or the lights that I have, that microphone, like the makeup that I buy, it's expensive. Do I need to buy all of it? Maybe not, but would my channel be boring if I kept mentioning the same products? Yeah, I already get comments saying like, oh my god, your favorite like lipstick, is it my fall favorites? Like my fall lip product favorite video, a few people were commenting, oh my god, you're always mentioning like NYX and Maybelline and like MAC, and I'm like, yeah, they're my actual favorites. Like if I were to just do like new favorites or something, maybe I would include some new products, but I just feel like it wouldn't be genuinely my favorites if I were to talk about something that I've never even mentioned on this channel. Like sometimes it happens, obviously, but like that's definitely one of the things that is very, you don't talk about it, money. I hate that you have to pretend it's not a factor. Because I'm sorry, but would you have a job if you weren't making money? No. Would I spend like all these hours on my YouTube channels if I made zero money? No. Would I still have one? Probably, actually. Like, keep in mind, I didn't get a check the first like 6 months that I did YouTube. Like, I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers for the first 6 months. So like, I was filming on my computer, like my webcam. I definitely didn't start because of the money. But at the same time, guaranteeing you right now that if you were to like, no one was making any money on YouTube, there would be barely any content being posted. And it's just because people would have to work. It's just, people basically expect you to post as much as possible quality content that is, you know, in a studio and everything from new product, but you have to have tested it for a while and you have to like make zero money out of it, but it's supposed to basically be your full-time job. The whole thing is ridiculous. So personally, when I see someone that I like watching their videos and they get sponsorships and I can see that, you know, it's a product or a brand that they love, I'm like, I like that because it means that they will be able to continue doing those. And I think I've been very, very open whenever I do sponsored videos. I've done some, I'm planning on doing some, and I always mention it. And it's very obvious that I like the products. So I definitely have no issue with doing sponsorships, and I don't think people should freak out every time. I haven't been doing a lot of sponsorships last year because I just wasn't into my channel enough, and I just didn't think that my content was like good enough to include a few sponsored products in there. So I kept it to like very minimal because I want my content to be good. Like if I'm posting like a lot of content that I love, a lot of videos that are amazing quality, and that I include a few products once in a while that are sponsored, it shouldn't matter. But yeah, I just didn't think 2017 was a great year, but we're changing that in 2018. That was the most random video that I've done ever, I think. And I do want to do more of those, although hopefully a little less all over the place. But I just want to have more discussions with you. So if you have topics that are current or that are not, just things that you would like to know my opinion on, please feel free to leave those in the comments, and I want to do more of those. I definitely have some ideas in my own head, but yeah, like I said, there's definitely one coming up for my health issues, and there's another one that I'm thinking about. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I just want to include more me in this channel. There's going to be some fashion, there's going to be some story times, and make content that I genuinely want to see, because I feel like I've been feeling so much pressure to do like, oh, just do more lip swatches, lip swatch queen, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, I like to do those videos, but at the same time, I don't want this channel to just be that, which I feel like it's basically what it's becoming, because I've been feeling more and more like not motivated, and I haven't been able to post the content that I want to post. So definitely something that's going to be changing a lot in 2018. You're going to see a lot more about me, and just me being more me in my videos, and just being more, I feel like this is what you're going to see. Some people will not like it, and at this point I just don't care, because I'm just bored and not motivated, and that's a big problem, and it's something that again is going to be changing. But the content will definitely stay makeup related mostly. I'm not even sure if I explained things very well in this video, but like I just want to be able to be more myself, and no matter where the pressure comes from, whether it's from the internet or just myself, I just want to try and work on this. There's going to be ups and downs, obviously. It's just so exhausting, like genuinely exhausted from a lot of different things, and I just want this channel to go back to being something fun for me, something that I look forward to doing, and I just don't feel like it was necessarily the case in 2017. You can kind of definitely tell, like on my channel, maybe like this summer, for example, I was just generally out of it. But although like lately in a couple of videos, like I know in my like empties for a year, or like my what's in my bag video, I had so much fun in those videos and the feedback was amazing. So I want to do more of those. I just want to be, I want to be free. So prepare yourself for a lot more like weirdness, and just, yeah, hopefully everyone will be okay with it. But lastly, one of the things that people don't necessarily tell you when you start a channel is how much love you're gonna get, and how much all the bad things will not matter compared to the feedback you're getting that is positive. Which is another thing that is kind of hard when you're starting. You don't have that like group of people that like you no matter what. So you don't have that support, that like unconditional love. And it makes things so much easier when you know that like no matter what, even if I get one bad comment, I have like 1,000 that will totally outweigh it. Unfortunately, the brain is made that you will remember the bad ones more than the good ones. But at the end of the day, if you get so much love, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this here for real, because I've been talking for way too long. So we're gonna end this here, and I'm just gonna end by saying that thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate every single one of you. You matter, I love you, and I wish we could have a hug now. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.